Hello lovely bead lovers. Today I'm going to show you how to make my wonderful royal Vivat bracelet. You can make a bracelet from this little lozenge, this little motif. You can make a necklace and you can make a pair of earrings too. I called it Vivat because they used to shout Vivat Regina, and also of course we are in the year of our Lady Queen, where she is the longest reigning monarch. So as an homage to her, Your Majesty, I have created this bracelet. So I hope you can come down to the beadboard with me and learn how to make it. Okay, we're down on our beadboard now, and I think you'll be able to understand now why I say this is such a regal royal motif. I am sure that many of you have looked at the Queen's crown, and it has this wonderful square motif at the top of it, and this wonderful motif I've created, and most patterns are made up of a repetitive motif, lends itself to creating a rather beautiful bracelet like this, earrings which are set on the diamond, etc, etc. So it's an interesting and quite, it might seem initially quite complex, but actually it's a terribly simple pattern. And I'm not going to join on the clasp because it's quite simple. As you can see here, I've literally threaded 3 beads on the clasp, 3 beads, and I have gone through one of the 6mm rounds here a couple of times and done a little hitch knot at the side of it before I've created the rest of the piece. And that is really quite simply how you put the clasp on. But I think what we're more concerned with here is about showing you how to make this little sort of square motif. Now it's very simple. You either use size 12, or I've got a few delicas I discovered here, and each motif will take only 4 of the size 6s. I think it takes for 8 bicones. I've used some cyclamen opals, some Swarovski cyclamen opals here, and I've used some Swarovski pearls. The kit we've got uses size 8s and some fire polish, but we can make up a kit out of anything because as jewellers we have hundreds and hundreds of different things here. So what I have done here is I have picked up 1 delica or a size 11 seed bead, and what I'll do is I'll put all the things onto my needle, and then I will show you what I have put onto my needle, and by doing it that way I reckon that we will get our best result in making life easier for you to see. So let's pop that together like this first of all. So here we go. We've got 4 delicas or 4 size 11s, a size 6, a bicone, a delica, a pearl, a delica and a bicone. Then we're going to do the little Kleshna finger shuffle here, which means that we put it all around our finger, hold the other through your other fingers here, and we go through it, all of these items, all the beads again. See, I'm going all the way around my finger, but because I've got them clutched neatly in my little paw here, it makes life an awful lot easier. And I'm going to take my thumbs out of the way in 2 seconds and show you where I would like to come out. So, right, I've come out there at the moment, but what I need to do is to come around again. Oops, oh God, I'm flicking beads at my lovely camera woman, Kaylee the camera woman. There we go. Hello Kaylee the camera person. And I'm going to go through the delica here, through the pearl and through the delica, and then I'm going to show you how it looks. Can you see? There we've got a little baby motif as it sits. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I've gone through, as you can see here, this delica. Okay, I should actually weave this piece in, so I would advise you to weave that all the way in and around again, okay? I'm not going to do it for the purpose of the video, but that is something I would suggest that you do, please. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up another bicone. You're going to pick up a little delicate or a size 11. You're going to pick up your size 6, another one of these. You're going to pick up another bicone, another little delicate, and you're going to pick up another pearl. And you're going to go all the way around here. Can you see that both of these bicones are coming out of one bead here? So they haven't gone separately. You're coming out of your seed bead or your delicate here. Then you need to pick it up and go up here. I could actually now do my half hitch. So let me show you where I've come out there. So I've got a halfer, one of my squares here, and what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try and keep my naughty fingers out of the way whilst I'm doing this, is I want to do a half hitch. So we're going to move that down there, we're going to put that up there like that, and I'm going to go underneath here and I'm going to pull this through. The purpose of doing this, folks, is to tie off this excess string here and create a bit more security in the piece. Right, there we go. You can see that, I think, very clearly. Now I'm going to go through here, so through the delicate, through the other delicate, through the bicone, through this delicate here, and I'm going to do something slightly odd, it might seem, but you'll understand the logic of it afterwards. I'm going through this 4mm seed bead here, and I'm going through this 4mm seed bead here because they're in the middle and I want to link them together to give more strength. And I'm going to go up through the delicate or the seed bead there, and now I'm ready to go around on my other side. So these bicones are all interlinked, so I'm going to pick up my bicone, I'm going to pick up my delicate, I'm going to pick up my size 6, pick up my delicate, and I'm going to pick up one more of my bicones. I'm going to come around like this. I'm going to pick up another pearl, and I'm going to go through here because again I have to pick it up this way round, otherwise because it'll get very cack-handed, but I'll put the needle through and I'll show you what happens. So hold on, let's do that. Can you see where my needle is in relation to the piece? Okay, so what happens is I then pull the needle through and I now have 3 sides of my square here, and this is linked, and this is linked therefore. Okay, you can see that I have now got 3 sides of my square in. I'm just going to zap this little piece off here because there's too much of it, and also I've got a goodly amount of thing to hold on to here. Now as you can see, I have come out of the seed bead here and I need to pick up one of my bicones, one of my beads, my size 6, a bead, another bicone. And remember, all of these bicones around the central are sharing their seed bead. So there we go. I'm going to go down through this little seed bead here And I'm going to come out here. You can see where my needle's popped out. I'm going to hold it with my fingers whilst I go through so that you can almost see exactly what's happening. I'm then going to pick up this last pearl and I'm going to shoot all the way around all of the pearls so that it's all very joined up. Sorry folks, I'm going to have to pick it up to do that. I thought I might be able to manage it, but I can't get into the pearl without doing it. So let's do that. Hold on. Can you see? So I've done that. You can see this bit's not quite so comfortably snugged in. So all you have to do, it's quite useful to show you that because all you have to do, and this is the reason we do not tie knots, is see that side slightly out. So pick it up and we go around that little section again so that it's snugged in and we have a perfect square. Because the more perfect our square is, the better our finished piece is going to look, more symmetrical. Hold on. Can you see how easy it is to just snug that in a little bit better? Okay, and then I'm going to go around here because then we're ready to do the outside part of this. So, have a look at your square, check that all the pieces are looking comfortably snuggled up to each other, and then work your way up through that bead, along through here, and through until your needle is coming out of one of the little baby seed beads here. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on our little edge beads around the side. So we're going to pick up another one of these glorious, actually this is such a regal colour to make it in, I don't know why I haven't done it before. Reminds me also of a very famous British chocolate bar, most of you out there, if you're chocolate lovers like me, you will know that has this fantastic royal blue purple. There we go. So what I've done is I've picked up one seed bead, one 4mm pearl, one seed bead. I'm going to turn it round again. Oh no, sorry, I've been naughty girl. Bear with me folks. You need to go through this seed bead first. Beg your pardon. So as you come out of here, God, what it is to have so many patterns in your head, Kleshna. Really. Through here and through here. So there we go. I've come through this bead here. I picked up a seed bead, a pearl, a seed bead. I'm going up through my seed bead on the opposite side, through the 6mm, and through the next seed bead here. So I've done two sides now. I'm doing one more, one of those, and one of those. I'm going through this seed bead here. Whoops. Through the 6mm and out through here. And here is my last one to make my first motif. Then I'm going to show you how to create the join between your two motifs. There we go. So we've got our first motif up, ready, rearing and waiting to be joined up along the bracelet. So the part we're going to do now, hold on, let me just whip that bit out, is we're going to do this this little joining up bit here. Okay, so we're going to get from here. How do I get from here to here? And I'm going to show you how. So you pick up one of these, you pick up one of your size 6s, one of these, and you do a little circle. So many circles. Well, actually a circle is a joining thing. It's very interesting actually, isn't it, when you think about it. Now, if you are using delicas, I would suggest that you probably need 3 delicas in your join. So actually it's quite good for you to see this because I like to think that you will have the ability to adapt a pattern too. So, as you become, I'm sure some of you out there that follow me are already extremely wonderful beaders, and you'll look at a pattern, you'll see the shape, and you'll think, ah, right, I'm going to make that out of something else. And this is, you know, what we all do. So I would suggest that we have 3 delicas if you're using delicas. If you're using size 11s, you probably only need 1. So we put the bead in there, and we're going to pick up 3 delicas here. 2, 3, and we're going to go back through my size 6 crystal. There we go, that's much better. We're going to go down the side again of these 3 little beads here. I'm flipping it over because I flip and love flipping it over in my fingers, honey. Now, either you can make it very close and start your next one here, or, as I've done on my bracelet here, you can add another one in, and then you start your next motif from here. So let's add another one in. 1, 2, 3 of these, 1 of these, 1 size 6, and 3, 2, 3 more of these delicious deep sort of royal blue purpley beads here, which I have to say I find quite scrumptious. Now, something else I love to do often is, one of the options open to you is, you can come back up here, add in another delica here between this hole here, come up these 3 beads along here, down through these 3, where this little gap is, that nifty gap, add an extra delica, down through these beads, and then we are starting out again on our journey to make the motif, all right? So I will show you how to put the first one on the motif on again, and then I suggest that you go back to the beginning of this video and you'll be able to see how to make the whole thing. So we pick up 1 bead, 1 bicone, 1 bead, seed bead. We move that naughty magnet over there, and let's move these beads in here. 1 pearl, a seed bead, and a bicone. Come here. Come to mummy. And 1 more seed bead. Right, you can see what I've got on my needle there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, and I'm going to go back through here. Can you see that we've got the beginning of our motif again? And it's very simple. You just go down through here again. You go across the bead, out through the other side. And do you remember, all of these, we always share the bead with the bicone. So share your bead and your bicone, and you will not go far wrong on this. There we go. We put our size 6, our little bead here, our bicone, our little bead, our pearl. We're going to go all the way around here, and I think you probably recall this bit. I'm going to go through the side of this pearl here. Now I'll show you what I've done once I've managed to get the needle through here. Right, can you see? What we're doing is we're going through sideways like that, and that's going to sit. This bicone is sharing that bead there. Then next we're going to go up the little bead here, so up the seed bead, pull out a bit more thread. I'm going to pick up a bicone, a seed bead, a size 6, a seed bead, a bicone, a seed bead, and another pearl. Now this is going to be the 3rd corner. I'm going to go back through this pearl here, and again I will show you, you kind of splay out your pearls when you're doing this part of it. So I'm going back through there, back through there and up through here. So that I'm going to pull down there, and that I'm going to pull through here. So I'm weaving kind of in a bit of a figure of an 8 pattern here. Now you're going to be completely optically illusioned out, which I normally am when I'm at this stage, because I think, how come that's a square and that one looks like a diamond? It won't in a minute, I promise you. So you bring that down there, pick up one more bead, a size 6, a bead, a bicone, a bead. Yes. Oh no, yes, I don't need that particular bicone. So what I've got on here is I've got a bicone, a bead, a size 6, a bead, a bicone, and I'm going to share this little baby bicone here. So I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to go through here. I'll show you where I've come out. Never fear, we will show you where we are. But I need to squiggle it around a bit first. Right, here, I'm now going to go through this pearl here, and I'm going to add my other pearl in a second. So, hold on one second. Right, and now I'm putting in my last pearl, which is the middle, and I'm going around here. So there we go, and then we've got our square, and then we've just got to go up and add the outer pearls on it. Pull that through there. Right, I always find that there's one loose link because you are working in quite a wiggly pattern on this, so always you can go back and you can reinforce any part of this that looks slightly loose very easily. There we go. See, that bit that was very loose there is now not loose. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on all the side bits, and I then have 2 motifs. So I'll just add on the side bits for you quite simply. So we go through here, through there, pick up one of those, one of our pearls, one of our delicas, and we go through the delica here, through, and this is how we're squaring it off. There we go. So through the delica, through the pearl, through the delica, and we're squaring it off. Going back through the delica here, I'm going to pick up one of those, one of them, one of them, and we're going to go up through here, through here. Oops, over, flip, over we go, and this is the final bit. And then you will just see 2 motifs, how they're joined together. How pretty. And how we now have 2 squares. There we go. And that is how you make one of the motifs in the Vivat Royal Bracelet, and how you join it and put the next one on. And you need to just make as many motifs as will suit your wrist. I found that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 motifs suited my wrist. But hey, the wonderful thing about beading and beading for yourself or beading for friends is that we're all different shapes and sizes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed making the royal bracelet with me. Bye bye. See you again soon.